We are part of the support for the monarchy may change slightly. Who knows? I mean, it doesn't sound like a good idea from where I'm standing.
In a turn of events no one saw coming, two royals have thrown a spotlight back onto the heart of royal controversy. Princess Anne and the young but fierce Princess Charlotte have just delivered a blow that's left Meghan Markle absolutely reeling. The British press is ablaze, insiders are scrambling, and the public, they're stunned. What began as a quiet family gathering quickly turned into a scandal that's shaking the monarchy to its core. Anne, known for her no-nonsense demeanor, and Charlotte, said to be wise beyond her years, teamed up in a way no royal watcher could have predicted. And their message for Meghan was clear, sharp, and deeply personal. Stick around as we unpack this royal bombshell, the shocking implications, and what this means for the future of the monarchy. You'll want to hear every detail. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if royal drama keeps you glued to the screen. The calm before the storm, before the public caught even a glimpse of the chaos to come, the royal corridors were already charged with silent tension. In the wake of Harry and Meghan's explosive 2021 interview with Oprah, the House of Windsor was rattled to its core. Though the palace pushed a composed public image, internally, fault lines were forming, and Princess Anne was at the very center of it. Known for her no-nonsense approach and lifelong dedication to the monarchy, Princess Anne reportedly saw Meghan not as a breath of fresh air, but as a storm on the horizon. From the outset, insiders claim Anne raised quiet alarms. She wasn't concerned about Meghan's background or celebrity status. Her unease stemmed from a deep-rooted suspicion that Meghan wasn't fully committed to the royal institution, but rather to her own narrative. Anne's disapproval simmered quietly while the world was distracted by royal tours, glamorous events, and the couple's whirlwind popularity. But in private, Anne remained firm. This isn't how we do things. Her dedication to tradition clashed violently with Meghan's modern, outspoken approach, and the palace tension only escalated. But the most surprising development? Princess Charlotte. While just a child in the public's eyes, she's been raised amidst one of the most tumultuous periods in royal history. Surrounded by protocol, duty, and quiet power plays, Charlotte has reportedly begun voicing opinions that echo her great-grandmother's quiet strength and Anne's fierce loyalty to the crown. Royal watchers whisper that Charlotte, already dubbed the Little Queen, is stepping into her role with an unexpectedly sharp sense of judgment, and she's not shy about where she stands when it comes to Meghan. What once looked like silent disapproval may now be rising to the surface, and the next generation isn't staying silent any longer. Princess Anne, final warning. The royal family may be known for their stiff upper lips, but even that ironclad silence has its breaking point, and Princess Anne just shattered it. For years, whispers swirled behind palace doors that Anne had once warned Prince Harry, "Think carefully." Many brushed it off as idle gossip. But now that legendary warning has been confirmed and upgraded. At what was meant to be a cheerful celebration for young Prince Louis's birthday, tensions took a sharp turn. According to insiders, it was during a quiet moment, away from the cameras and carefully arranged smiles, that Princess Anne addressed the elephant in the room. With decades of royal duty behind her and not a hint of theatrics, Anne turned directly to Meghan and said, "You've had your time. It's time for the monarchy to heal." The room went dead silent. Those in attendance described the atmosphere as icy. Meghan, usually composed under fire, was reportedly stunned. Her expression? A mix of disbelief and defiance. But Anne wasn't looking for a reaction. She was making a statement. One that had been building for years. A statement not just for Meghan, but for the entire family. Anne's quiet but firm words carried the weight of 1,000 unspoken thoughts. And once she said them out loud, there was no putting the lid back on. The mood shifted. Even William and Kate were said to be caught off guard by the bluntness of Anne's delivery. This wasn't a scolding. It was a royal reckoning. And for the first time, Princess Anne let the world see exactly what she thinks of the drama that's plagued the crown. The young royal with a spine of steel. Princess Charlotte may be young, but don't mistake her age for inexperience. At just 9 years old, the daughter of Prince William and Princess Kate has already shown she's cut from royal steel. Poised, polished, and observant, Charlotte has grown up in the shadow of scandal, but she's clearly been paying attention. At the same intimate gathering where Princess Anne dropped her bombshell, Charlotte delivered her own quiet thunder. Insiders reveal that as tensions bubbled between Meghan and the rest of the royals, Charlotte, having overheard the conversation, calmly turned to Meghan and asked, "Why are you always sad when we try to make you happy?" One sentence, no malice, no performance, just raw, childlike honesty that hit harder than any public statement could. The room fell into stunned silence. Meghan, visibly taken aback, was reportedly left without a word. It wasn't a confrontation, it was a mirror, a reflection of how even the youngest member of the firm can sense the ongoing emotional tug-of-war. Observers say the comment was more than just innocent curiosity. It was a gut punch, a question that exposed the emotional divide between Meghan's narrative of suffering and the firm's desire to preserve joy, order, and unity, especially for the next generation. Charlotte's words have since echoed far beyond the palace walls. Media outlets, royal commentators, and fans across the UK can't stop talking about the Charlotte moment. It's being hailed as the unexpected voice of clarity in a sea of royal chaos. And just like that, a young princess showed the world that even at 9, she's already learned how to speak truth to power, with grace and just enough fire. UK press goes into overdrive. In just 2 days, the UK media went into full meltdown. Every front page, every breaking news banner, one story dominated them all. "Anne draws the line," blared the Telegraph. "Charlotte speaks for the crown," splashed across the Daily Express. It wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a royal reckoning unfolding in real time. Even outlets known for their restraint like The Times and BBC News couldn't ignore the storm. But it was the tabloids that truly feasted. The Sun ran a full spread speculating on Meghan's reaction, while the Daily Mail unleashed a series of palace insiders dissecting every word uttered by both Anne and young Charlotte. Social media lit up like wildfire. Hashtags like #PrincessPower and #TeamAnne began trending. Memes of Charlotte with a crown photoshopped on her head flooded Twitter and Instagram. Royal watchers and celebrity commentators were practically scrambling to keep up. Lady Colin Campbell chimed in, calling Princess Anne's statement a long-overdue intervention that the monarchy desperately needed. And of course, Piers Morgan couldn't resist pouring fuel on the fire, tweeting, "Told you Meghan couldn't handle real royalty. Anne and Charlotte just proved it." The nation was divided but captivated. Some saw Anne's words as brave, others as cold. Charlotte's question sparked debate. Was it precocious honesty, or an unfair burden placed on a child? No matter where you stand, Team Sussex or Team Firm, there's no denying the impact. This wasn't just another royal spat. It was a moment that peeled back the curtain and gave the public a rare, unscripted glimpse into the tension tearing the monarchy apart. And now the world is watching and waiting to see what happens next. Meghan's response. Meghan's response came swiftly and strategically. Just days after Princess Anne and young Charlotte shook the royal tree, Meghan's team released a statement through a close source, painting a picture of emotional blindsiding. According to the insider, Meghan was caught off guard and saddened by the tone of the gathering and had hoped to reconnect with the family, not be ambushed. It was calm. It was composed. But was it calculated? Many saw the statement as a thinly veiled jab at Princess Anne, suggesting the birthday gathering was less of a family reunion and more of a royal ambush. The phrasing raised eyebrows. Was Meghan playing the victim again, or was she genuinely blindsided? Online forums lit up instantly. Critics labeled the statement as predictable, passive-aggressive, and a textbook PR. They argued that Meghan had once again shifted the spotlight onto herself, turning a family moment into a media storm. But Meghan's defenders weren't staying quiet. Pro-Sussex supporters slammed the palace for weaponizing a child, yes, Princess Charlotte, to deliver emotional blows. They accuse the firm of orchestrating a very public, very strategic shaming session. The fallout has been nuclear. What was once confined to whispers in royal corridors is now front and center in everyday conversations. Families across the UK are taking sides at dinner tables. Hashtags like #MeghanSpeaks and #AnTheIcon are battling it out online. This isn't just royal drama. It's a cultural war wrapped in tiaras and tradition. And as the dust begins to settle, one thing is clear. Meghan's response may have been intended to soften the blow, but instead, it's added even more fuel to the fire. Protector of the monarchy. To truly grasp the weight of Princess Anne's words, you have to understand the woman behind them. She's not flashy, not dramatic, and certainly not one to chase headlines. In fact, Princess Anne is famously known for being the hardest-working royal, clocking in more public engagements annually than most of her family, without ever making a fuss about it. While Harry and Meghan have reshaped their identities through interviews, documentaries, and best-selling memoirs, Anne has quietly remained the monarchy's most unshakable pillar. Her mantra? Duty first, always. No complaints, no explanations, just action. So when Anne finally spoke up at that family gathering, it wasn't a burst of emotion. It was a line drawn in the sand. This wasn't about personal drama. This was about protecting the crown. In a time when the royal family has faced global scrutiny, internal division, and endless tabloid headlines, Anne has been the constant, the rock, the quiet general behind the scenes, keeping the foundation intact. And that's exactly why her words cut so deep. To the public, this wasn't a moment of gossip. It was a symbol. Princess Anne wasn't scolding Meghan out of spite. She was defending an institution she's devoted her entire life to. Her calm but firm stance sent a clear message. The monarchy isn't a platform, it's a legacy. And Anne, she's its fiercest protector. A future queen in the making? Princess Charlotte may still be in primary school, but don't be fooled. She's already stepping into the royal spotlight with the composure of someone far beyond her years. As third in line to the throne, she's not just playing the role of a cute royal child anymore. She's being groomed for something far greater. At the now infamous family gathering, all eyes weren't just on Princess Anne and Meghan. Many insiders couldn't stop talking about Charlotte. Observers described her behavior as impressively mature, noting how she interacted with adults, responded to tension, and maintained a quiet dignity even amid the whispers and side glances. She wasn't just present, she was present with purpose. Behind the scenes, palace aides say Kate Middleton has taken a very intentional approach with Charlotte. Rather than sheltering her completely, Kate is slowly introducing her daughter to the inner workings of royal life. From walking side by side at events to listening in on key family discussions, Charlotte is getting what some call a soft apprenticeship in monarchy. It's becoming clear. This isn't just about being a royal. It's about becoming a leader. Some are even speculating whether Charlotte could one day hold the title of Princess Royal, the same title Princess Anne currently holds, reserved for the eldest daughter of the monarch. Given Charlotte's natural presence, sense of timing, and fearless delivery during that now viral moment with Meghan, it's not hard to imagine. This wasn't just a one-off comment. It might have been her first real show of influence, planting the seeds for what could one day be a reign of her own. Royal history has a way of repeating itself, and if Charlotte keeps this up, she might just become one of the most powerful and beloved royals of the next generation. Harry's reaction. Prince Harry found himself in the most unenviable position, yet again. Caught between the woman he left the monarchy for and the family that shaped his entire identity. At the tense family gathering, when Princess Anne calmly confronted Meghan and Charlotte added her unexpected question, all eyes shifted to Harry. His reaction? Quiet, tense, and unmistakably conflicted. According to sources close to the palace, Harry was visibly uncomfortable throughout the entire exchange. Body language experts have since dissected the footage and eyewitness accounts, noting how he stayed physically close to Meghan, as if to offer silent support, yet emotionally distant from the rest of his family. He reportedly avoided eye contact with Princess Anne entirely and didn't respond when Charlotte made her now viral remark. Attendees say Harry remained mostly silent during the gathering, speaking only when necessary and choosing his words carefully. Afterward, insiders say he had a short private conversation with Princess Anne, though what was said remains under tight wraps. Some believe it was a diplomatic attempt to mend bridges. Others think it was a heated, behind-closed-doors confrontation. Either way, it's clear that Harry is still walking a tightrope stretched between two very different worlds. This moment, while brief, speaks volumes. It's a reminder that Harry, for all his interviews, books, and media appearances, may not have found the peace he was seeking. If anything, events like this drive home how far he's drifted from the royal fold and how impossible a full return might now be. Supporters see him as a man torn by love, trying to do right by both his wife and his legacy. Critics say he's reaping the consequences of burning too many bridges. But either way, one thing is undeniable. Harry isn't just caught in the middle. He is in the middle, and that may be the most painful role of all. Kate's response. While Princess Anne delivered the stern message and Princess Charlotte stunned the room with her innocent but pointed question, it was Kate Middleton who quietly orchestrated the emotional balance behind the scenes. Don't be fooled by the silence. Kate's influence was all over this explosive royal moment. Insiders reveal that Kate played a crucial role in managing the flow of the day. She reportedly encouraged Charlotte to express herself, believing that honesty, even from the youngest members of the family, should be nurtured, not suppressed. But just as quickly, Kate stepped in to shield her daughter from the media chaos that followed, ensuring Charlotte wasn't overwhelmed or used as a pawn in the ongoing royal tug-of-war. Observers noted how Kate maintained her signature composure throughout the gathering. Even as tension thickened and glances turned icy, she kept conversations from boiling over. Her talent for diffusing conflict without saying much has become her secret weapon inside palace walls. And this time, it showed more than ever. Behind closed doors, Kate has earned a reputation as the family's emotional anchor, someone who commands respect without raising her voice. Her influence doesn't scream, it resonates. She's become the royal family's quiet power player, shaping dynamics subtly but effectively. And while Meghan once painted Kate as the sister-in-law who made her cry, the tables have turned. It's Kate who now stands at the heart of the monarchy, managing not just optics but relationships, expectations, and long-term strategy. This wasn't her confrontation, but make no mistake, it unfolded on her watch. Her guidance with Charlotte, her calm under pressure, and her protective instincts all underscore her rising authority within the firm. In many ways, Kate's role in this saga shows exactly why she's seen as the future queen consort, and why many believe she's already begun fulfilling that role in all but title. The bigger picture. So what now? With Anne taking a stand, Charlotte showing strength, and Meghan feeling more isolated than ever, the royal family is at a crossroads. Will the monarchy adapt and move forward with a new generation of principled, powerful women at its helm? Or will the ongoing divide with the Sussexes continue to cast a shadow over the House of Windsor? One thing is clear. The royal family is undergoing a generational shift. And the actions of one young princess and one seasoned royal have just redrawn the battle lines. The monarchy has seen its share of scandals, but rarely do we see one moment ignite such a strong national response. Princess Anne's precision and Princess Charlotte's honesty have done more than rattle Meghan. They've shaken the palace walls themselves. Whether you see this as a necessary confrontation or a cruel ambush, the UK is talking. And we want to hear from you. What do you think Anne really meant with her words? Was Charlotte simply speaking her mind, or was this a strategic move? Hit that like button if you think the monarchy is entering a new era. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to know whose side you're on. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more deep dives into the drama behind Britain's most powerful family. Because in the world of royalty, no crown is ever truly secure.